Thousands of years ago, two great civilizations rose under the desert sun. One in the land of Canaan, the other across the mountains and rivers of Persia. They were separated by miles, cultures and languages, but bound by something deeper, something divine. In one hand, scrolls of prophecy. In the other, the sword of empire. In the 6th century BC, the Persian king, Cyrus the Great, did what no conqueror had ever done. Instead of crushing the people he conquered, he freed them. The Jews, held captive in Babylon for decades, were sent back to their homeland by his royal decree. But more than that, he financed the rebuilding of their sacred temple in Jerusalem. Ezra 1 verse 2-3 is not fiction, it's historical record, mirrored even in the Cyrus cylinder, unearthed by archaeologists and preserved in the British Museum. And the Bible called him something shocking. Thus saith the Lord to his anointed, to Cyrus, Isaiah 45, anointed, the only non-Jew in the Bible ever called Messiah. Imagine that, a Persian king chosen by the God of Israel. History spun forward. The Jews returned once more, not just in the time of Cyrus, but after the darkness of the Holocaust. In 1948, Israel rose from the ashes. But this rebirth ignited a storm in the Middle East. Persia, now called Iran, watched from afar. At first, Iran and Israel cooperated behind the scenes. Trade, oil, intelligence. But everything changed in 1979. The Iranian Revolution erupted. The Shah fled. The Ayatollahs seized power. And with them came a new ideology. Israel wasn't just a rival, it was evil. The little Satan. This wasn't just politics, it was prophecy through another lens. The Islamic Republic saw itself not just as a government, but as a divine mission. A Shia theocracy preparing for the return of the Mahdi, the Islamic messianic figure who would bring global justice through chaos and war. In their view, Israel, a Jewish Western-backed nation in the heart of the Muslim world, was blocking that divine future. Meanwhile, Israel stood on its own ancient covenant. To you and your descendants, I will give this land as an everlasting possession. To the Jews, Israel isn't just geography, it's a miracle, a return promised by God. So when Iran threatens to destroy it, Israel doesn't take it as mere politics, it hears echoes of biblical enemies. In 2005, Iran's President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad sent shockwaves around the globe. He quoted the words of Ayatollah Khomeini, "The regime occupying Jerusalem must vanish from the pages of history." Western media translated it as, "Israel must be wiped off the map." A dangerous translation, perhaps. But the message was clear. Iran saw Israel as temporary and doomed. In Israel, this reminded many of the ancient tale of Esther, a Jewish queen in Persia who once saved her people from Haman, a Persian official who planned their extermination. The story of Esther is not just history, one Israeli leader said, it is repeating. Israeli agents allegedly assassinate Iranian nuclear scientists in the streets. The Stuxnet virus, built by Israel and the US, cripples Iranian uranium centrifuges. In response, Iran builds more underground nuclear sites, arms Hezbollah, and fires drones toward Israeli borders. Every strike, every sabotage feels like a page from an invisible divine script. Persia, Cush, and Put will be with them, the prophet Ezekiel wrote, a great army. Many in Israel believe we are nearing the day of the Gog and Magog war, a final apocalyptic clash foretold in prophecy. But it's not just one side reading sacred texts. Iran's religious leaders believe that by fueling chaos, they hasten the arrival of the 12th Imam, a hidden savior who will conquer injustice. So this isn't just war, it's a collision of end-time visions. And the weapons now? Not swords and scrolls, but uranium, drones, and long-range missiles. Yet, not all is hate. Iran still has Jews. Nearly 9,000 of them. They are protected under the constitution. They have synagogues, schools, and even a seat in parliament. Not all Iranians see Israel as the enemy. Not all Israelis see Iran as a monster. Maybe, deep down, both nations are haunted, not by each other, but by wounded pride, spiritual trauma, and ancient fears. But remember, Cyrus, a Persian king, once helped build Jerusalem. He chose kindness over conquest, mercy over might. Could there be another Cyrus? Someone not with nuclear codes or hateful chants, but with the courage to build what was once broken? We don't know. But what we do know is this: as missiles fly and tensions rise, the real war may not be just between two countries, but between prophecy and peace, between what the past demands and what the future deserves. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.